Hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Good to see everybody in the chat. Y'all are already there and so active. I love it. Remember to hit that like button. I'm Natalie, and this is Scientology Life After a Cult, where I recap the Scientology news that has the internet buzzing and share about my 35 years in Scientology and leaving with 3 generations of my family. We are in Chicago, as many of you know. My Tony and I headed out here to chat with some people, meet some people, interview some people, and do a little protesting and visit a Scientology for my first time after having left 13 years ago. And oh boy, a lot is going on in Scientology news. We do have a lot to cover. We're going to talk about everything Los Angeles as well. I'm going to share some news before that, just because we get further enough in the video before a lot of expletives in those videos coming up, and rightfully so, rightfully so. Okay, so a little bit of housekeeping. Please hit that subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, check your subscribe button. I get a lot of emails of people saying that they've been unsubscribed, and I've experienced that on different channels. I think it's a YouTube thing across the way. I'm not totally sure, but check it. Check your button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much to my mods for being here. I know my Tony's here or about to pop in, and Nancy is here, and Dip Me in Glitter is here. I appreciate all of your help. If you guys have questions, throw the word question in all caps in front of it so we can see it easier. Special hello to all my members there in the chat. Thank you so much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. It definitely helps. Love seeing you there. All right, we are going to get going. Where are we going to start? There is just so much, people, so much. But we're going to start. I love this video that I saw, and many of you sent this to me. It is one that Aaron did it growing up in Scientology yesterday. We're going to talk about. Hold on a second. We are going to talk about this one. He gave an update on Shelly Miscavige, but the interesting thing to me, I mean, it was all interesting, but is where he shares where David Miscavige is living. You got to go watch the whole video because he gives some interesting info about Shelly Miscavige and how she's been being watched by Talon Security for forever, and she's doing her thing, working out at wherever it is she is, doing her special Scientology project. So great video. Links down below to all the videos that we're going to be talking about. And let's take a little peek at this from Aaron.
Okay. I think that's all I have to say about this. Good luck, Ron Williams, with that contract at Twin Peaks. Good luck, Dave, finding another private security company willing to do all your protection and dirty work for you. It's a tough job, but I guess someone's got to do it. Maybe I'm sure you'll find someone to take that money. I don't know. I have to think that all of these live streamer protesters outside of soon every single Scientology organization in the world, all of the Sea Org bases in the world, all of the places where David Miscavige is known to be. I almost forgot. That was the other piece of information that my sources inside town were able to confirm for me. And that's where David Miscavige actually lives, in Hollywood. I think I have mentioned this in previous videos. But like I said, and I know everyone doesn't watch every video, so let me show you where David Miscavige lives, guys. He lives behind the Author Services building on Hollywood Boulevard. This is the website for Author Services. It says here, Author Services representing the literary, theatrical, and musical works of L. Ron Hubbard. And they say, Poe, Sir Walter Scott, and Mark Twain ended their lives dead broke. That was because they did not start a religion. Oh, I mean, they did not retain Author Services, Inc. Okay, so where exactly is Author Services, Inc.? They're located here on Hollywood Boulevard and Sycamore Avenue. You can get a nice shot, a street view of the building. It's a pretty gorgeous building. And behind this building is an apartment complex that, well, here, I'll show you the view from the top. You can see behind the building.
You get the idea there. You can see the building. It is so hilarious, though, how hilarious in a not so funny but funny way. It's so hard to find this man to be served. But again, in Scientology, especially the Sea Org, they train receptionists and security to not take anything from process servers. So, yeah, that man is on the run and hiding. So what we're going to get to, I'm going to share a little bit from Chicago, where we are right now, from yesterday, and then we're going to jump into LA and cover all of that. So we're here in Chicago, Tony and I, and we met up with Shannon and a whole bunch of people, Windy City THETAN, Nancy Drew, Megan. I mean, so many people were there. It was fantastic. And we got to meet new people as well. I was able to chat with a few of the kids who live right there and learn how they were affected by the opening of the Scientology building and how they feel about it being right there. And there are a lot of concerns, not just from students, but from their parents as well. I think the police were called 2 times when we were there. Here's the thing though. They were, nothing really happened. Besides the fact that Scientology stole my donuts. The first time they just came and watched, and they were there because the call was about, Scientology doesn't like us being out front, but we can. And they were watching to see if we were stepping onto their property, which we were not. And then they got called again, and an officer came and he went into the building, and he was in there for quite a while. And somebody very kindly in the chat was sending over some donuts, and the donuts got delivered in the building, even though she said don't go in the building. And the donuts never came back. So when the police officer went in, I thought, oh, maybe he's investigating my donuts that went missing. He wasn't. He was in there looking at footage from Scientology, who called to complain about us being out there. He watched all the footage that they showed him. He came outside, and I thought he was very kind. I introduced myself, and we all chatted with him, and he said, we're not doing anything. Well, you'll see. I'm going to share a little clip here. Let's share a little clip so you can just see it. So take a little look and a listen.
This independent people. Have your name and badge number, sir?
I'm Natalie.
My badge is 2160.
2160.
Thank you.
Last name is McCarson. So they called about a concern, regarding your gathering here in front.
They're disappointed with our First Amendment rights.
Well, what I want to just reiterate is that you have every right to express your feelings.
Yes.
One thing that I ask is that we have to maintain past the sidewalk.
Sure.
Okay. So you're not here to try to quash your First Amendment expressions.
Yes.
We want to make sure that the sidewalk's open.
No problem.
Make sure that their access to the building.
Okay. No problem.
Okay. See, they have multiple cameras rolling.
Yes.
They also have multiple cameras rolling out here as well.
Sure.
Okay. So, one thing they ask is this ledge is part of their property.
Okay.
So they stay off of it.
No problem.
Pictures or videos of someone on that ledge.
We've been instructing everyone to not go past that line.
Right. So yeah.
And we've been, sir, we've sincerely been trying to make sure that we were respectful of people.
And I explained to them that from what I've seen so far, because I don't know if you noticed, I was parked down the street earlier.
Yeah.
And now, they call back again, so we watched the video again, and I expressed to them everything I've seen so far is well within your rights.
We have only intentions to be peaceful and to be respectful and to stop abuse.
Like I'm saying is,
thank you.
I'm just making sure everyone's on the same
We hear
page.
you loud and clear.
Yeah, his whole thing was just don't block the sidewalk. What you're doing, nothing's wrong. He went in there, watched their footage. I don't know what they think they're seeing on this footage, because they call the police and they're like, we need you to see this footage. We're not doing anything. Yet they stole my donuts. Never got them back. The cop knew nothing about it. I did ask. And I loved, my Tony did a great job chatting with him. I had to laugh though when I watched that back. It's so automatic for me to introduce myself and shake somebody's hand that I'm like, oh, hi, Natalie Webster, protester. It just kind of cracks me up. But, point being, he was friendly. He knew what our rights were. Scientology fail. The cool thing too were the number of people in the neighborhood that stopped to chat with us and express their concerns about Scientology and their support for what was happening. There were so many people who I chatted with where that was the thing. They weren't people going by and also calling it a cult, cheering us on. There wasn't one neighbor or student that came by that seemed to be okay with what happened and what's happening now with Scientology there. So we'll just take a look. There was this family who was parked outside Scientology who were neighbors from the area. And they give us some really great well wishes here. I think I was sharing them about what happened to my mom when my mom was baptized into a Christian church when she was in Scientology, because Scientology claims to be all non-denominational. No, we can do it. You can totally do that. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Capital call out. Thank you for becoming a member. Hip, hip, hooray to you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. Towards the end. And this is from Nancy Drew's stream. And the last one I showed you was from Windy City THETAN. If you want to see more about what's happening in Chicago, definitely subscribe to them, as well as Chicago Scientology Audit. That's Shannon. Before we all left, she wanted to have a relationship again with, with God and Jesus. And she was baptized into a Christian church and got in big trouble in Scientology for it.
Wow. Well, I pray people get out of that.
Yes.
I pray people
Thank you.
to know the truth.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Been there for like 20 years. I've played the music, Detroit, Saginaw, all over.
Just what a kind guy. He was all about it, praying for the protesters. I thought that was super sweet. It was super sweet. We got somebody new in Phoenix who's doing her own Scientology audit and protesting there. Link down below to her page. We're just going to share a little look from her video. This is Phoenix Scientology Audit. She was out there doing her thing, and Scientology was filming her, as they do. They like to film back, and that's totally fine.
Thank you. And on the back, I have Stand With Survivors and all of their acts. Here? Where? Oh, Paul just said that somebody's coming out to film me. Do I get a calendar like PEARLSNAPPY? Woo! The call! Oh no, I had the camera the wrong way. She was totally taking my photo, you guys. So I guess I get a calendar too now. So exciting.
So Heather's out there. Check her out. Give her some love. Hopefully she'll be doing some more videos and sharing what's happening in Phoenix, because I don't think that we've shared anything from Phoenix. Not that I could remember. Now let's jump over to Los Angeles, where all hell was breaking loose. Let's be honest. It's just so many things happen. William was assaulted, went to the hospital. D.O.A. was swatted again. People showed up to support him. It was chaotic. Danny being arrested after a complete and utter setup, which we're going to show you how it was the case. But first, let's start with D.O.A. He saw the helicopters. He knew what was coming. Unfortunately, he's been through this a few times, and he got into the position right away on the ground because the call was for somebody with a firing weapon and saying that he had victims in his van. And then they even tried to blame the call on him at one point, but check it out.
Oh, fuck, man. How many fucking times you gotta do this? How many fucking times you gonna do this cycle? I need 2 cuffs. I'm a big guy. Double cuff me. I'm not relaxed. This is fucked up. This is the second time he's done this to me. You know who the fuck I am. Scientology's a cult.
I'll roll you over to your left.
I have reconstruction.
Sit up. Put your left leg over your right.
I have reconstruction surgery on my
Stand up.
fuck.
Then they hold him. They continue to detain him. We've got, what do we got here? Nerd Report was there. We're going to share a clip from his coverage there. Streets, Scientology Audit, Streets LA showed up. Lara was there. Hollywood Aja. And you can see one person showing up after the next. He was released not long after William Gude got there, because William Gude makes it all good. All right, but let's take a look. Let's take a look at Nerd Report. This is his footage. He was out there too.
Fake calls. This is where my tax dollars are going for this.
Get him out of here and cuffs.
Unbelievable. What is he still doing in handcuffs?
He told me, the officer told me I was a victim of swatting, and if I want to do a victim thing, get him out of handcuffs.
Get the fuck out, yeah.
Hey, black cop, get him out of
Where's
handcuffs.
the
I came
supervisor?
over here
Who's
from
the
West
supervisor?
Hollywood on a scooter.
Oh my God,
and
I'm
he's
a fucking
still in
lunatic.
handcuffs.
Yeah, who even like you guys are actually robots. This is robotic. You have a huge emotional issue, and you're standing there like not fucking doing it.
It was crazy. And, you know, Streets made a good point. He came over from West Hollywood on a scooter and he's still in cuffs. They determined if the call was for what they said it was, or well, what somebody heard, and I think let D.O.A. know that it was over a weapon and victims in a van, and you get there and you determine none of that is happening. Why is he still in cuffs? Why are there so many police there? Why wasn't he immediately let go? Again, it wasn't until Streets got there. And but it was really great to see people show up. So many people show up to support him as well. And so this is going on, right? He goes and DOA gets swatted again, gets detained, and then released. Danny got totally set up. And we have a clip of this, and I think it's from Hollywood Aja. I think it's from her TikTok. There's a link down below. But you got to see this. It catches the moment where this is what I'm pretty sure Danny was falsely arrested for, because you see clearly what happens here. Take a look.
Guys, as you can see, we were walking on the sidewalk and this old man Scientology member came outside to antagonize us. Danny asked him to please let us walk through, and he decided to run Danny over right here. And Danny simply defended himself by pushing it away, and he was shaking, and he went back inside Scientology and called.
And you saw how the guy was standing right there blocking the sidewalk.
Guys,
I mean,
as
you
you
see
can
him
see, we were
right there
walking
on
the
his phone,
sidewalk
probably
and
being directed by Scientology security or Office of Special Affairs on what to do. He clearly runs Danny over with the scooter, which Danny pushes away to protect himself. Right? It was so clearly a setup. That guy was out there. If you watch Lara FM's stream, she sees him earlier on another corner, just there with the scooter. Never see him riding this scooter. He's just pushing it along. It's just so obvious to me that, and I think you guys tell me too. Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the comments. Do you think that was a setup? Looking at that, and then what happens? Next thing you know, we're going to take a look at that. The police show up and arrest Danny for what you just saw in that video. Look at this.
Wait, what the hell?
What's going on? What did he do? He was just standing there.
What did he do?
Oh, it's the old guy tried to run him over with the scooter, and Danny moved the scooter. And he said the old man said he was trying to steal it. So stupid. Again, this is so stupid.
This is
on film. Hey, we will. But listen,
poor Danny just got back.
Multiple things. Danny, we got you. It's fine. There's multiple views. This is his fiance, so she's So, but there's multiple views of the video from all of us. Actually, Danny and Leah both have the closest one.
This is
What are you guys doing now?
It's okay.
Don't say that.
We have multiple views. The old man is saying that he was trying to steal the scooter.
Oh, come on.
But it's okay.
No,
We
it's
all
all-
have multiple
No, I know.
views.
You guys, this
And-
is insane. This is insane.
Yep. Totally insane. You see what happens. Multiple cameras capture it. But as often is the case and has happened in the past with the LAPD, their number one financial supporter is, guess who? Scientology. And it just continues to amaze me and all of you. Yes, Mindy, good to see you. It was infuriating. I mean, you can see what happened. Total setup. Looks like all of you agree completely. So that's earlier in the day. The day isn't even over. Then a lot of them headed over to La Poubelle and stuff broke out there. Sergio was attacked, as I understand it. I don't have a clip of this, but his arm was twisted behind his back. Tell me in the chat, tell me in the comments if you know. But we have some of the aftermath here. And this is on Tao's live stream. Link down below. Let's take a look.
We all know. He immediately came over and tried to blame him for whatever attack.
Yep.
It happened on a public sidewalk.
Yep. Correct.
So like I said, you know,
So the guy who, hold on a
seeing
second,
what's going
actually,
on.
I started that late. Let's start from the beginning.
We've all seen this video. This guy was attacked, hit, took his hat, flung it.
They smacked his phone.
Smacked his phone.
Yep.
All these witnesses here, and Detective Detective Ludo refuses to take the report because he does not want the public seeing exactly what was going to happen. They didn't hit body cameras. We can never get access to them. It's impossible to get access to the body cameras unless there's a deadly use of force. So we would never see it without a subpoena. What they don't want to see is having us document this incident. This is corrupt. We all know this is corrupt. He immediately came over and tried to blame him for whatever attack.
Yep.
It happened on a public sidewalk.
Yep. Correct.
So like I said, you know, you're seeing what's going on. We've all seen this video.
So it sounds like the perpetrator was hiding in there. It's just, again, and then it gets even crazier. Then there was the attack on William Gude himself. And we have a clip of that we're going to go ahead and share. So much stuff going down. All right, so take a look at this. They're outside La Poubelle. And I didn't see where these guys came out, but I've seen in the comments that they came out of La Poubelle. Can somebody confirm that in the chat or in the comments that these two guys came out of La Poubelle? That is what I was told. So let's take a look at this. This is crazy.
Harry Potter guy. Oh my God! Oh my God! I got you. I'm calling. I got it. I'm calling. Bro, that was crazy. Wait, what is this? Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm calling, Will! I'm calling! What is he doing? Why is this is not calling? What is happening? Oh my God. I'm calling, guys. Why is it not ringing? I'm calling nonstop. What is happening? Okay, there we go. I think we're good now. I've never heard 911 just keep calling. Do not hang up. Guys, I'm literally on hold for 911. Why is it going to whatever that is? Oh my God, he's still throwing stuff at it.
This goes on. I mean, the guys were going away and they were following him down the street. And at one point, I think William restrains the guy.
You need to come. There's a huge fight right here.
You are going to jail. Stop.
We just explained all this. We are now in front of, we have moved down the street. Can you hear me? No, now they moved down the street. They literally were attacking multiple people. We are now in front of hold on 1 second. If you go over by the side, past Gelson's, by the what is this called? Tail washers. We're now over there.
Just insane. Just truly insane. I don't know how else to describe it. There's so many live streams that caught this. If you have a chance, go watch the full videos that I linked down below and more. Towel head footage, so many other people that clearly caught what happened and when they're down on the ground. Definitely check out William's stream, Scientology Audit Streets LA. When he's in the hospital, he does a whole stream when he's in there, and he does share more on what happened to his son. That it was just incredible. It was really touching what he talks about. Definitely go check that out. And he shares what happened to him, and he is out of the hospital, so that is good news. And I do believe he's already at the police station filing some reports based on what happened last night and the lack of response. It's when you need the LAPD, they call. It takes forever for them to show up. But you look at like what happened to D.O.A. being swatted, or what happened outside La Poubelle. When there really is an actual assault and someone being injured, they're slow to respond. And I know I'm preaching to the choir, and you guys have you know what's up. Lavender, yes, further Dire Streets got punched in his face so bad. Yeah, his nose looked really messed up. It really did. It really did. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on this. I know we're going to have, Pixie, I don't know if the guys got arrested. I have not heard that they did. I'm going to have to, there's just so much more to get into. To be honest with you guys, I crashed last night and got up and then started catching up. I watched some streams last night, but with the time difference, a lot of this happens after I go to bed. So I was up early catching up on it. No, they didn't. They weren't arrested. Oh my gosh. So someone's saying, no, the guy punched Will and ran away later. Will restrained one of them. I know for sure one of them has a record because some people have already shared that on social media for battery. No big surprise there. But yeah, that was nasty. So someone's saying that the cops couldn't find the guy with hate tattooed on his face in the restaurant. Interesting. I wonder if he went out a back door. Yeah. So people are saying definitely they came out of La Poubelle, that they were at a party. They were not arrested. Yet Danny gets arrested for what we saw with that scooter. The guy clearly, the older gentleman, not riding the scooter, just pushing it around. Why? And then standing in the middle of the sidewalk and blocking the way. If they went on the grass, then they're trespassing. Try to get around him and the guy runs his scooter right into Danny. It's just so obviously a setup. It's just mind-boggling. So Natalie at lifeafteraccult.com. Send me your clips, what you guys are buzzing about. I'm going to keep watching this, keeping an eye on it today. We are actually going to be laying low today. Some of you know I've shared this. I have a neurological issue where I get really bad muscle spasms by not my overexerting myself is pretty much what would be normal for most people. And I thought that might happen, but I did it anyways. And just the 2.5 hours that we were out there holding the selfie stick, which is not heavy, but it was a fair amount of walking around for me. And I had a total muscle spasm attack in my legs. And I don't doubt, too, that the stress of, being back at Scientology for the first time in 13 years definitely played a role in that. But I'm doing fine. I just have to lay low, do a bunch of stretches and take my medicine for it and get to where I can be in the car tomorrow for the 7 hours because we need to drive back. But I'm doing good. Just sore as I'll get out and trying not to do anything too heavy because I don't want to go through that again that I did last night. Vintage Mama of 3, the older guy went after Lara many times before. Thank you for that. I was wondering if that was the same guy because she did mention that. I'd love to see those earlier videos of that. I should call. I'll talk to Lara too. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so he came out and got into an Uber while the cops were in the back. Yeah, they're going to find him. I hope that they do. And thank you, Lavender Bridges and Sally and everybody else. Yeah, we're laying low. We are laying low today. It was crazy. I know that when I'm active, I have to take the medicine beforehand. And I did as soon as we got back, and it still happened. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't even know how bad it would have been if I didn't take the medicine. But gonna do stretching, do some of that restorative yoga, and it'll be all good. Based on what you guys see today, if you guys are following streams, see something, say something. Natalie at lifeafteroccult.com. If you could send a clip or a timestamp of what you see or what I'm looking for, that would be super helpful as well. A lot of this is incredibly infuriating, but we can pour that energy into, you know, whatever it takes. Letting our elected officials know, especially in the Los Angeles area with the LAPD and what's happening there. That's just completely not okay. It's beyond not okay. You look so cute though. Thank you, Libby. Yeah, I'm really super tired. I think largely from the medicine, which I'll have to keep taking today so they don't hopefully come back. But it will be fine. It's just something that happens that I deal with, and we'll be dealing. Thank you, Greg. That's really sweet. So people are saying too, no, Danny isn't out of jail probably on Tuesday. Again, ridiculous, completely ridiculous. Oh, okay. So Nikki's saying the guy who ran off into a house said he had a pew pew. Think it's on Sergio's clip who chased him to a house. Wow. That is dangerous. That is really dangerous. Wow. Okay, so again, see something, say something, any clips, timestamps, Natalie at lifeafteroccult.com. Check your subscribe button, please. I've gotten a lot of emails that people have been unsubscribed. So, and if you're new to the channel, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate all of your support. It definitely helps. And yeah, we'll be back. I'm not sure if I'll do another stream today. Actually, honestly, probably not. But tomorrow we're going to be headed back. We're going to be in the car again. We will definitely do another live from the car. Maybe we'll do some carpool karaoke and sing-alongs again. That was a lot of fun. It really helped pass the time. And yeah, it was more helpful than you guys know. So everybody take care of yourselves. Email me if you see something. I'm going to be watching and listening to streams. Oh, God. See, my back wants to... Didn't even mean to hit that. Okay, I have to go. I'm a hot mess. But I will be taking care of myself, so do not worry about me at all. You guys have a great day. Get out there and have the most amazing cult-free day.